Hello everyone, this is Carl over at Legendary Leatherwork. How are y'all? Today we're going to continue on with the building, I guess you could say, of the elephant skin, the ethically sourced elephant skin holster. And I just want to let you guys know this is the very 1st of January of 2023, and hallelujah, it's here.
3 p.m.
It's 3 o'clock and we're going to get started. I just want to let you guys know this was the very first video that has hit 1,900, a little over that, views. And it's all because of you guys, and I totally appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started. I just want to say again, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching the videos, and please continue to watch. It's been fun making these videos, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I do. So let me lay you down and we'll get started. All right, let's see. Okay. All righty. First off, I've got in here is the little bitty back strap holder. So I'll go ahead and sew that in first. And this is with my Cobra Class 3. Love the Cobra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. And I have taken the belt off so that I can hand sew it, as I do on a lot of videos. New watchers, new videoers, and new subscribers, I do a lot of hand sewing with the machine to show it can be done with these big industrials. I also put it back on as well when I'm doing a belt or something like that. But for right now, this keeps more control for me, and it just works really nice. So what we'll do today is go ahead and get these done. I've already sewed one of them, so I just wanted to show you that we'll sew this one right quick. See where I'm at right here, just about perfect. I really couldn't believe the viewing of this video, or these videos, on this one holster. It's really awesome. Had a lot of comments throughout about how well I've been doing with these videos and the works that I've been doing with it, and I really appreciate the comments and the positive feedback. There was a viewer that told me he really didn't care for exotic skins that were endangered to be used on a product, and I totally agree. The difference is, however, as I told him, every 2 years, overseas, whether it be Asia, Africa, wherever their elephants are being processed, I guess you could say, every 2 years, they do a culling. And it's a humanely generated culling by their governments. And they do a culling every 2 years. And the reason why is so that the old and infirmed elephant skins, or elephants, will be humanely processed, I guess you could say. And what I'm saying is that these elephants aren't poached. They're not hunted and killed for the ivory. They are humanely taken out of the herd because of their older, or they're endangered, as far as they're sick. They're not a well elephant. And what happens is, you leave that elephant in the herd, Next thing you know, the herd starts deteriorating because of the sickness or whatever. So every 2 years, they cull them. And it's on the internet about it, and it gives in detail of all the actual processes. So the reason they do that is so that the herd will thrive. So saying that, every 2 years they do the culling, then we, as individuals that work with elephant and work with giraffe and different exotics, we benefit from the hides that are there. And they started doing this to all hides: hippo, water buffalo, all the skins out there, giraffe, elephant. In other parts of the world, they even have different skins that they still use that America does not bring in. But saying that, the good thing is they're not illegally hunted. They are monitored and watched. And that's basically the reason why we can actually profit on getting these skins, these hides. They bring them to the States and sell them through local leather companies here in America. It's really nice. We benefit by having all the skins here and available, which is a really nice thing. Okay, there we go. There's the little strap. As I said, I've already done the other. Later we'll bevel the edges and get it all smooth and slicked up. The next piece, this is the back side. This will be the back. And saying that, the strap will go on both sides here and way over here when we put them on, right there. But for now, we're just getting, I have to pre-sew some of these items. Right now, I've got to pre-sew right here along the edge. This is where the cartridge will go. So I have to pre-sew it simply because you can't do it after it's been molded and all that. And we'll get to that in a little bit later down the line. So we'll line it up the best we can. And then we'll sew down this edge. Do the other one. And we will continue on. Yeah, I was so surprised when I had, just within hours, I had 1,000 views. A day later, I had 1,200, 1,500, 1,600. It was just so amazing. Just on this one video, or the last video that y'all watched. So don't be afraid of watching the other videos. Give me some support on those. You guys have done real good on these. Okay, what we're doing here, I've got a little 1-inch measuring device that I use. And what I'm doing is measuring from here, which is just about perfect. Yeah, I've got right at 1 inch. Okay, the reason why I'm doing that, I'm not going to sew this yet because that is going to be part of sewing it, both of them together. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this little section and show you the other one once I'll cut these threads later. That way I can get to this other one. All right, right there. Yeah, what this will do is it will sew both of them together. As I said earlier, the front and the back, it'll be sewed right here, and then this section here is already sewed. It's going to be open. And I'll show you right here why. In the first video, I said that I will be trimming this little section off right here. And the reason is so that when this goes in, the cartridge will go in automatically slanted. It won't sit up next to it like some of the cartridges in the past. This one, this pattern actually did that. And I reconfigured it and just figured if I cut off this one cornered edge, then I can just sew here and then sew it along here. And, you know, just at that 1 inch section, then everything will close up. And then when I wet it and mold it, I can just slide the cartridge in, slanted already. And the reason why is when you're putting it on your holster, putting it on your belt, when you set it up, the cartridge normally would be sitting straight up all the way over here. Well, it's hard for you to come around and grab the cartridge out. But being that I've moved it over here to the front edge and it'll slide down in an angle, it'll be easier to pull it out and replace it. So it's just a little bit of pre-thought on my end, and hopefully it does what it's supposed to do. So we'll go ahead and get this lined up and sew this inch, or I mean actually this curve right about here. Tell you what, let me do my measuring, get me in the right spot. Let's see here. Right about there. Okay. So we'll bring that in just a little bit. Make sure I stay on the edge. Get my backing. Where's my back one? There it is. Okay. I know my, I don't know if you've noticed, but my little table, the table here, I had my father-in-law, which passed away last year, he and I built this little table, and there's reasons for that we did. But because of it, it's been a real big blessing for me to be able to use this machine with a flatbed section. Still put it on the same way as you do the other, but there's a little advantage that I have on this one, and I'll show it to you right quick in a minute. I saw one of the Cobra table flatbeds, and it was huge. It was the same size as the table that you have here for the Cobra machine. But the problem is it wasn't very accessible to the bobbin when you had the plate on. So what I did is redesigned it a little bit, and it's Mama's kitty cat talking back there. So what I did is redesigned it a little bit, and it's worked 110% better. Wish Cobra would watch a video or two and see it and say, hey, that's a good idea. But you know how that goes, guys. All right. Get that down where it needs to be. Okay, I'll show you right quick before we end the video. This right here is a little plate or a little piece of it, and I slide it off, and lo and behold, there's the bobbin. I can get to the bobbin right here without any impairment at all. And then you just slide the little plate back on, and you're good to go. Works like a charm every time. It's still set on the same 4 screws and everything like the original table itself. The only difference is, I mean, everything is cut perfectly. Father-in-law did all that for me. But it still works with the edge guide just like it would. The only difference is the table, this is birch plywood, but you can use any hardwood or not. But you've got to make this little cutout, and you can measure your own size on the cutout. But once the cutout's there, then you can actually put your hand down in here and get to the bobbin without a problem. It's been a real big blessing. Okay, let me set you up. Okay, guys, the good deal is we got these all sewed in, these pieces. Now all we have to do is, what I will do is go in, all those pieces are sewed in right there, right down this edge. I'll take these off, of course, all these trimmings, and then we'll bevel them. We'll bevel them and smooth them and slick them down, and then we'll get to the other section that we're going to work with, which will be, let's see, and both of these are together like so. You'll see it like right here. See how it all sits together? And then this little section right here is what we're going to sew together. It's about 1 inch. And then this here stays sticking up. And then your cartridge will lay down, have a nice backing. So it's really good. Well, guys, I will let you guys go for now. I will head out for now. And as I said before, thank you for watching the videos. Hopefully we'll have as many people watching this one, and that just means that you're interested in what you're looking at. Thank you for it. If you want to watch any of the other videos, Legendary Leatherwork, and look at the title Blind Leatherworker. If you would love to go, please go to my website, www.legendaryleatherwork.com. There's items up there that I've made in the past, wallets and a couple of items like that. And this also will go up on the website unless we have somebody to purchase it. Anyway, we'll put it up on the website as well. But if you'd like to get a hold of me, it's Carl, K-A-R-L, at legendaryleatherwork.com, or give me a phone call, area code 817-903-5415. Thank you a bunch. You guys have a good one. Bye.